Hi, I'm Steve Lewis from It's a Puppet, and this is Behind the Voice. Honest stories before the first laugh.
Hi, I'm Daisy, and I'll be speaking to ventriloquists about the struggles, the setbacks, and how they got started.
Featuring the world's best ventriloquists I've been lucky enough to meet, build puppets for, or even work with on stage, sharing their stories to help inspire those who are just getting started and may feel a little bit different to keep going.
I am fairly new to my ventriloquism journey, and even though I face some challenges and online negativity, I've kept on going. And I'm super duper excited to be asking the questions I've always wanted to ask some of the coolest people.
I followed Daisy's journey right from the very start, and her positivity, her determination has been absolutely incredible. And I'm so glad that she's the one that gets to ask the questions others don't get a chance to. So join us as we go Behind the Voice. Welcome to Behind the Voice. Today's guest is someone I've had the pleasure of working with for many years, building puppets for his Christmas theatre shows and seeing firsthand the fun and energy he brings to family entertainment. Originally he's from the UK, but now based in Dubai. He's an award-winning children's entertainer, theatre performer, author, and has even appeared on Nickelodeon and children's television all the way across the UAE. But I've got a funny feeling that this episode might be just a little bit more chaotic than usual.
Hey Daisy.
Hello.
Today's questions are for award-winning kids entertainer Magic Phil in Dubai. To say he's excited to be on Behind the Voice is an understatement. So why don't you send Phil a list of questions on puppets and children's shows, but be prepared for some bonkers answers. I think this one's going to be chaos.
Oh my god, I know him! You know Magic Phil? Yes! I used to be his assistant.
Hey Phil, thank you so much for letting me interview you. I'm incredibly excited. I know how big of a deal you are in Dubai, and you're a big deal here too. And I cannot believe you get to perform at the Magic Convention. You're brilliant. Let's get on to the interview.
Hi Daisy, thanks for having me on the show. I'm just getting a quick photo shoot and I'll be with you very, very soon.
You're mainly known as a children's magician, but what first drew you to puppets and ventriloquism and using that as a part of your shows?
Stay silly. Hey! Sorry, I wasn't sure if there was going to be sound effects for this, so I thought I'd just do my own. Puppets. What attracted me to puppets? Well, as I'm a magician, I do a lot of fun, silly things for children. Is that yours?
Not me.
Thought there was a funny spell. I don't think I can continue this with.
Sorry, do you want me to?
Sorry, there's a big poo on the floor, and I just, like in my dressing room, that's just got to get that sorted. So what first? Sorry, I'm going to have to stop this. There is a big poo on the floor. It's is that yours?
Not me.
No, not mine. Throw away that. I first saw a entertainer use puppets. It was a little small sheep, I think it was. I can't remember the name. Probably Barbara. And he was not talking for the sheep. He was just using this sheep to do magic. A bit like Sooty. He didn't speak. He had the magic wand. And just the kids and bringing this puppet to life, and what he did with this puppet was just, it was magical and rememberable anyway. And that's when I thought, you know what, I'm going to add a puppet into my show. And this was many years ago when I first started doing little magic shows. And that's when I first got my first puppet, Charlie, a little doggy. Very bad puppet to operate, but yeah. That was it, and since then I've never looked back. I've always had a puppet in my big theatrical shows anyway, whether it be Daddy Bear, which was it's a puppet build, Charlie the Monkey, I've had the Turkey, the Snowman, which we'll talk about as well. So yeah, I absolutely love the puppets that I've had, and I love creating them as well, because when you make them your own, you can make them be and do whatever you want. And the difference as well, getting the big eyes and the big animation smile and how you want that puppet. And I recommend anybody should get one. Get a puppet. Now, back to my hair. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold as well, you see. Achoo! a shoe. Yeah. Right, you can go now.
When did you realise that puppets weren't just props, but actual characters that the audience all connected with?
Recording? Recording now?
Yeah, now.
What now? In the middle of while I'm trying to do my washing?
Yeah, sorry.
What was the question? Ah, that was it. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to wash my socks before the show, and I'm trying to answer your questions. You keep calling me and asking me these questions. So, Daisy, the question was, which I've completely forgot about, was when I first realised puppets were more than just props. Don't ever say that to a puppet. They get very upset. They are not props. You have a personal connection with your puppets once you get that personality across and you really feel what they can do. Sometimes I create shows and want new puppets, but the old puppet is the perfect fit for that scene that I want to do. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get on with my washing. Now, in fact, puppets don't even need to be Peppa Pig. Now, puppets don't need to be puppets. They could be anything. You see, it could even be a washing machine. Hello! Yeah, don't use a washing machine in your show. But anyway, we put these stinky socks, you know. They are odd because, well, here in Sharjah, there's a guy called Scott. He's from Scotland and he sniffs socks. He's the Scottish snock sniffer. And he steals socks on Saturdays to sell at Satwa's Sock Souk on Sundays. So anyway, all we need to do is we turn the handle on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, nice and clear. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, puppets. They become your friend when you're lonely like me. Stay silly.
You have used several of It's a Puppet builds over the years. What difference does having a professionally made puppet bring to a show?
Was that still rolling?
It's rolling now.
Oh, so it wasn't rolling before?
No, now it is.
Right, okay, let's try that again. I've had lots of It's a Puppets. It's a puppet puppets. I've had lots of It's a puppet. I've had lots of puppet. No, keep it rolling.
I will.
I've had lots of It's a puppet. I've had lots of It's a... See, I can't even talk for myself, never mind the puppet. I've had lots of It's a puppets.
You okay?
I've had lots of It's a puppets. Now, the difference with having a... Thank you. The difference with having an actual It's a puppet, said it again. Hands time. The difference with how many times... I hope this doesn't have captions on this podcast, by the way, because that would be quite fun, wouldn't it? It's a puppet. I'm interested to see what that is. The difference is that Steve, the creator of the puppets, understands what ventriloquists want, what entertainers want. They want something lightweight. They want something with an easy spring on the mouth, something that is flexible, whereas I've used many puppets before from the shops, and they're teddy bears basically. They're overstuffed, they're quite stiff at the mouth, and they can't really move, they've not got much animation. So having that flexibility from a custom built puppet frees you to do absolutely anything. I mean, some ventriloquists have their puppets in their hands for the whole show. I have a monkey round my neck for this one. Oh, look, the poster's changed. I had, this is not an advert, by the way. Well, it is, technically. But I've had loads of puppets built, and some I wear around my neck, some I actually fly on, and having that flexibility and the lightweight and the understanding of a professional puppet and creating it yourself, the eyes, the ears, the look, really creates that animation. There we go. It's a puppets. Stay silly.
The Snowman Without a Nose started out as a picture book. Did you ever believe it would turn into a touring puppet and a new musical?
Right, if I give you this and you answer the questions. Look at the size of it. Sorry, I'm just trying to persuade Charlie here to do the interview. Do you want the banana? No, he doesn't want the banana. I know what he wants. Yes, he loves the chicken before banana anyway. You see, we got the chicken, banana. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, that was a bit of a knock on the camera there. Anyway, now, Charlie.
Yeah?
Now, can you tell everybody here about the snowman without a nose? Now, why? See, he's a little upset because I didn't write a book about Charlie, and I wrote it all about the snowman, and they love that puppet. The snowman puppet is the best.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's the best. He's my favourite.
That's not nice.
It's not nice, is it? But you're in this show today. You're in Sharjah at Silly at Sea with Magic Phil. Now, getting puppets and creating the character, finding the voice and their personality. Now, Charlie's very, very cheeky, aren't you? Every time I try to sing a song like heads, shoulders, cheese on toes. No, it's not cheese on toes. It's knees and toes. Or we could do a little nursery rhyme like Humpty Dumpty sat on the toilet. No, he didn't sit on the toilet. Please don't start talking about wee, toilet and poo again, okay? Nobody wants to hear it.
Yes, you do.
Now, as I was saying, what's the matter? What do you need?
The toilet.
You need the toilet. You should have went before the interview, okay? I'm not going to let you go.
Let me go.
No, I can't let you go. Right. As I was saying, puppets in the show.
Let me go.
No, we can't let...
Sorry.
It's a... He's a snowman. Ever since the snowball froze. A snowman without a nose.
What challenges come with giving puppets life on stage, especially when your audience are mostly young?
Challenges with puppets are, it all depends on what you're wanting to do with them. Sometimes the challenge is really finding the voice, finding that character and personality of the puppet, which takes quite a bit of time. You don't just want to get up on stage and do the same voice for every puppet, because you have to create something special and unique for each individual puppet. What I struggle with personally is I need a bit of time to get into character with that puppet, so I watch back videos of how that character is and the voice of that puppet as well. So that's normally the challenge, but that's more of a me challenge. And finding bananas at last minute, you know, Charlie doesn't go on stage without about 3, 4, 5 bananas, so that can be a bit of a challenge as well, feeding the puppets. So yeah, and advice to anybody, especially entertainers, not just ventriloquists, but entertainers that want to use puppets in their show, go for it. Seriously, it adds time, it adds laughter, and it certainly adds memories, because the children really relate to puppets, the characters, they really do relate to it. And they can get away with doing silly things, and they can say things that you're thinking, and they get in trouble because they're the ones that said it, alright?
For everyone watching who is interested in puppets and ventriloquism, what would you say is the best lesson you've learned from working with them?
The biggest lesson that I've learned using puppets is to make sure you get a professionally built puppet, because they're more flexible, they're more suited to exactly what you want, and you can make the character be exactly the character that you want to be, and you can even design it, and having that element of the design process and creating that puppet and using a professional puppet rather than a shop bought one, then that's my lesson. I've used both, and I'm a lot more comfortable using a professional custom made puppet. My snowman as well, which tours with me on my tour for the musical, is used every single day, 2-3 shows a day for a good 4-5 week tour, and proper built puppets are a lot more stronger to use. Now, I'd best get going.
Come on, we need you now.
No, I'm not even dressed! I'm doing an interview! It's a Stay Silly!
Well, I think it's fair to say that was definitely the most chaotic episode so far. Magic Phil brought the fun, the madness, and plenty of laughs. But underneath it all were some really lovely reminders about why puppets matter. Phil spoke about how puppets can create memories children will never forget, how finding a character and a voice takes time, and how sometimes the simplest puppet could be where it all begins. And as you grow, finding the right puppet for you, one that helps you bring ideas to life, can make a real difference too. But I think what stood out the most for me was Phil's final words, stay silly. And actually I think that's a lovely message, because sometimes the things people call silly are the things that make us creative, make us different, and help us find the confidence in who we are. So a massive thanks to Phil for the chaos and the laughs, and reminding us all to stay silly. Thanks for watching Behind the Voice. We'll see you next time.